in the dry season, and then 6 weeks in the rainy season. And preferably, we want to cover the Harmattan period because the Harmattan is one natural, you know, pollution source that we cannot do much with. And I think someone mentioned this morning that we are in this Harmattan period. Now the dust for the Sahara is coming. This is the regular time. And last year, I think somewhere in March, the Harmattan was so intense that the city of Accra was described as the most polluted city in the world. And there was so much that the journalists had to say. But then when we had to tell them that this is a natural phenomenon, we have had even worse results before from our monitoring. So the EPA and the department had to provide this education so that they know that they need to protect themselves during this period, especially people who are disposed to other health effects. So some of you saw this yesterday. This is the TIOM. It's a regulatory grade sensor. And then with this, the Teledyne. And then we have this gas sensor, gas monitors, which we are hoping to calibrate and then start. This is NOx, and then one is for ozone. So far, we have just update this. We just got some sensor from TSI, so now there are 12. And so if you get to the Department of Physics, you see them mounted in the proximity of the reference monitors. And we have started our preliminary reports. It's ongoing, and we hope that very soon we'll have it released. So more of the sensors there. Okay, so these are some of the things we go through with our staff, and then we also have some of the manufacturers who send the staff with the monitors to train our staff to deploy them. So this was the ECHO people, the ECHO from Makerere University. They have developed a sensor, so they were here to deploy them across, and these are some of our staff. They've been trained to deploy them. And we think that this is also good because if ECHO needs to deploy somewhere in West Africa, yes, I think Usman is here, but if Usman cannot come to Ghana, he has some staff from Afri-SET that have been trained to deploy ECHO. And that's what we do with all the other sensors. We do training, and so if the sensor manufacturer wants us to, deploy sensors for a client, we do that as a value-added service. Some of the sensors manufacturers are also asking us to just keep the sensors deployed on a long-term basis. And so those are other value-added work that will certainly come with some charges. We are open to as many of local our locals who want to build sensors. We are free. The facility is free. We put your sensor against our reference monitors, and then after we have deployed for the period, we give you the data. If you want us to analyze the data or to apply machine learning algorithm, then it comes with some cost because we have to sustain this center. Okay, and that is what we are working with our funder, Clean Air Fund. They want to see how well we can keep this center running after the funding, elapse. And so we are working to see how well we will keep this running. It shouldn't be after Clean Air Fund leaves, then the center will collapse. That would not be good for us. And so, in terms of the training aspect of Afri-SET. What we hope to do is that we want to have hands-on training, in-person training, like what is going on now, in collaboration with Professor Westerville, Community of Practice grant. And so we had intended to train about, 25 practitioners from at least 5 West African countries each year. We have 5 West African countries here, but we have more than 25 persons. So we've scaled up from 25 based on the additional grant from the Department of State, and so we had targeted 100 persons. Okay? And so what we hope to do is that this training will help to build up the capacity of our practitioners, of our students, and also of citizens who are interested in, citizen science, building their own sensors or getting sensors and trying to see how the environment looks like and making sure that they mitigate against air pollution. And so we are also available to do other value-added products. Like I said, we can apply and do more correction factor using machine learning, but the initial one we will just do the basic linear regression for now, but we will do more if the need be. We hope to organize virtual training using webinars and also self-paced training materials. So we develop materials, have it placed on our website. You go there and you can go through using the self-paced model. We also had a webinar last December. I don't know how many of you participated, but we hope to have more of these in the coming year. So look out for the announcement, and what we hope to do is to build networks. So before you leave, we'll share with you our Afri-SET link. You can join the group, and we post a lot of training materials, a lot of information concerning webinars, and also information that will be good resources for you. We hope that as you have come, you are more of being developed to be trainers of trainers, and as you go back to your respective countries, we hope that you will go and keep the light burning, inform others. We'll make sure we share all the presentations with you, and we hope that you use this as resources to also organize some training in your locality. Now, I did talk about the long-term sustainability of this project, so we are now exploring funding with another partnership to ensure that this center remains a viable one. The photo on my right, you'll see him very soon, Mr. James Nemo. He's the research associate. So we had to send him to Norway to also be trained. And in June, we are sending one of our staff to France, at Paris, and hopefully to California, AQ-SPEC. So Wilton is here. You've seen what we are doing. We need more training, because as you train us, we'll also allow the training to go further and further in sub-Saharan Africa. So we are happy that you made it, and they are one of our partners, along with Air Paris and NALU, and other collaborators like Columbia University and University of Massachusetts. And so we talk about monetizing the training. That is yet to be done. Establishing consulting services for local sensors, and analyzing user data and deployment. So when we train this staff, and we have this staff available to help people deploy sensors across the sub-region. So this is our future goal. We've started with Afri-SET West. And hopefully we may go to East Africa or South Africa. I may say that this project is a collaborative project with Afri-SET. Afri-SET is based in Kigali at the Carnegie Mellon University, Africa, where there's the KCRC, Kigali Collaborative Research Center. And so we are jointly managing this project. The component for the website has been developed by CMU, and it's been hosted at CMU. And all we do this. I think you heard my counterpart, Mike Giordano. Unfortunately, the internet did not allow him to make his contribution. He should have been here, but for some reason, he could not come. But he is with us online. And so, we have this goal. We hope that we'll get it started, and so that in each sub-region of Africa, we'll have a testing center for low-cost census. To our knowledge, this is the first of its kind in Africa, the Afri-SET, and we hope to have it replicated in other parts of Africa. On this note, I will show you, this is our website. You can visit the website. It's still work in progress, afriset.org. What we hope to do is to also make the data freely available on the website, so that it serves as also a training data for others who want to learn how to develop or analyze the data, how to develop models, and the rest. Acknowledgement to our partners and NALU, the Norwegian Institute of Air Research, the Clean Air Fund that is funding this project, Air Paris, who have been generous to work along with us, and then AQ-SPEC. Hopefully, Air Paris just had, a program where they usually have census evaluation from all manufacturers, and hopefully next year, we think that it may come to Ghana. We are working with them. The last one was in Thailand, and hopefully we think that Ghana is ripe to have their challenge being done here in Ghana. So look out for this and many other things to come. I will just briefly say that the Afri-SET project is just one of the projects that is in the Department of Physics. We have so many other projects running with different collaborators from University of Massachusetts, McGill University, from Imperial College, and also, from other African countries like ECHO in Kigali. And we do other stuff, not only evaluating census. We are building a birth cohort. You will hear more about that from Professor Raphael Aku, maybe tomorrow. We're recruiting 3,000 women, pregnant women, and we want to follow them for as long as we can. We're monitoring temperature, relative humidity in 150 homes. We are monitoring air pollution across the city in 150 schools. We've been monitoring air pollution across Accra in about 150 localities for the last 5 years. So there are still other things we do, but since we are talking about the local census, this is what we have for you. So I thank you very much for allowing me to give you a brief over the Afri-SET project.